Hello and welcome to the 365 project.
This isn't my house or bed or something. This isn't a nice, relaxing start to a new work week hustle on a Monday. What's going on? Yeah, welcome everybody. It's Monday. It's day 323 of the 365 project, which makes it 42 days to go, I think, until the end of the year and the end of the 365 project. And yeah, Monday brings with it Way Day and its own agenda, its own timetable, its own schedule. I am very busy. I've got stuff to do, places to be, stuff to do, and places to be. And yeah, we're currently in Darlington at the moment. Yeah, we're just waiting on doing some stuff, you know. But yeah, it's gonna be a tight one to see what steps I can get in today. Yeah, it feels like I'm going to be stationary for long periods of the day, potentially like hours and hours and hours, so I might struggle to do targets today. It's just one of them things. It's just, some things are unavoidable and you kind of, work around it, but I think that's one of these things, just prior commitments and things have taken over and we might struggle. But we'll try our best. That's all we can do, I suppose. That's all we can do. Pretty funky finish to the weekend, Warriors. Mad, mental, and I haven't fully checked up on them, but I'm pretty sure I didn't win 2 out of 3 of them. I'm sure one of them I may have came out on top, but 2 out of 3 I was bested by Lisa U and Charlotte W. Guys, I know what I put in effort-wise to get what I got, and yous went over and above that, so I know exactly, to a degree, what effort you put in, and you went over and above and got the win, I think. So absolutely mad props to yous both. Mad props. You showed me a thing or two. Did you? Well done. It's seriously impressive numbers, you know what I'm saying, so you can give yourself a pat on the back for that one. But yeah, we've got to go and sort out some bits and bobs now, so we'll see how we manage to plan our day. A bit of effective time management, and yeah, see if we can find some scales to jump on, because it's Way Day and we're going to have to fit that in as well. So yeah, if you excuse me, I'm going that way. Okay, so we're at a bit more familiar settings outside the Phoenix Club. As if that place is called the Phoenix Club, man. Who signed that off? Who signed that off? Crazy. Well, we've had a crazy morning. It is still the morning, to be fair. We're still... Oh, no, it's not. It's 3 minutes past 12, so that's not ideal. But we are now kind of available again. Steps are low. Steps are very low. Like, just over 1,000 steps, 1,331. So we're going to go and see if we can hit up some scales, get the Way Day thing done, and then, yeah, we're still going to be then out of action for a little bit. Got some stuff to take care of, got our immediate attention, so we may have to see if we can get some steps. It may be a late one, maybe a late finish. Might not be able to get it done today, but there's literally nothing that can be done, unfortunately. It's just one of those things where you can try and prepare and all that stuff. I'm still doing watering though, so that's alright. That's still taking a relative, that isn't changing too much. That's still going alright, so that kind of thing looks okay. We'll get the Way Day done, we'll see if we can get the steps in, and if we have to go to work and do some walking around later on at work, then so be it. That's what we'll have to do. We'll try and beat target. We'll just have to see how it goes. So if you excuse me, it's time for me to go and hit the scales, see what the damage is today.
So by the time we've ended up to be able to go and jump on the scales today on Way Day, we've already been to Darlington and back, and as you can see by the time on the town clock, it's past midday, and it's about alright time for, if I was out getting the steps in, but I'm just not today. We are going for the Way Day thing though. We're going to get this done, and we can only try our best to get as many steps in as we can. It's going to be super tough though, super tough.
My water prep is lacking. See what happens when you get a little bit busy, things can slide. Got to make sure that doesn't slide. Need to fill that up. Yeah, I need to fill that up. Been busy, been very, very busy. Whew. But we've got the scales hit. Let's see what it's all about. Yeah, this is water target nearly done. Yeah, nearly done. But let's bring it back a second. Let's feel unprepared. Right, okay. So last week's weigh-in results. 14 stone 4, which was exactly 6 stone loss overall since we've been doing this kind of thing. And today looks something like this. 14 stone 1 pound. So we were 14.4 last week, we're now 14.1. So that is a £3 loss this week. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good to get back on the losing streak. Sometimes I think about these weigh-ins, you know, and I think you've got to trust the scales. Like, you've got to trust them, you know. It's, if you have dodgy scales or you think you've got dodgy scales, it doesn't do you any good. But then there's times when I think I've done all right. I shouldn't be gaining, and I am, and things like that. And then I think, is it the scales? But they're the only constant. They're in the same place and they don't move, and you know, it's them's the only things you can trust. So you've got to trust the numbers. But sometimes I think, you know, I think that's wrong. But it is what it is. We're now on 14 stone and a pound. So it was a loss. It was a £3 loss. So that is good. That is good. We're happy about that. Yeah, just goes to show you with a bit of, you know, get up and go and a bit more sort of concerted, I'm definitely going to get this done kind of attitude, then the results will definitely kind of start coming back the way you've been seeing, especially all throughout the year. It's been incredible, really. I try not to let the gains on weights, like, get us down a little bit. I know the idea was to lose as much as possible in a year, that kind of thing, but where I'm at, like, with the amount of loss to date, I can't really begrudge a couple of pound here and there, you know. It's before, earlier on, I used to get a little bit sort of annoyed about it, because I'd have like 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks, 12 weeks of losing weight, and then I'd gain. I'd be like, what? Go through the roof and overreact. But now I'm over 6 stone down, it's not as big an issue, sort of thing. But there you go, weigh day results in. Now, if you excuse me, amongst other things, I've got to go and prep some water and finish off the rest of my busy day. The next time you see me, I'll probably be at work wrapping up how many steps we've got today. Yeah, I think I need to sort that clock out, like, because it ain't that time. But it is nearly 5 o'clock, which means you know where we are. Yep, the old mill. Oh, mate. But it's been a crazy day, and today it hasn't really technically even started yet, you know what I mean? It's like, oof, so much stuff on the go, so much stuff that needed my attention, that we've only done, like, well, what we on? Hashtag Team Step Check, let's do it live. Not live, but you get the gist. 2677, well off. So I've took the steps of coming to work as early as I can, in the hope that I can get maybe an hour's worth of walking in. Maybe it's just less than an hour now, looking at the time. Got to try and get them steps in, and it's effective time management, because literally my time has been non-existent today. So yeah, this is what I'm doing right now at work. Gonna do some laps around the estate before we start, and then we'll have a little bit more steppage out on our break later. So we'll see how it all goes down, I suppose. Behave, be quiet. Yeah, we'll see how it all goes down. Yeah, at least the weigh day result was good, eh? Are we going to hit step target? It's going to be really difficult. I don't know if it's possible. We'll have to try. That's all we can do is try, I suppose. So no, I didn't want to say it, just staring. Didn't want to wave or say hello. Right, let's chat. More walking about, yeah.
Yes, that was a lady in her car looking at me as if I had 5 heads, because I was just doing a little clip in the car park in the rain. And yeah, we've had to pull some emergency measures just to try and get these steps up, because they are super low, and This is the non-glamorous side of the project. It's all very well and good walking around in the nice sunshine, but when it comes to the dark nights and it's absolutely hossing it down and freezing, makes it a lot harder to hit those targets.
Oh yeah, smashing down with rain, is it? Buzzing. Buzzing. Ugh. Buzzing. Well, yeah, as you can hear and see, the rain is coming down. And we've been walking around in it. We've been walking around in it before work. We've been walking around in it on our break at work. But unfortunately, we've run out of time in the day. There's just not enough time in this day, unfortunately for me. I have failed to hit my step target unless, by some kind of miracle, I've got to do some kind of mad walking around during work this evening, which I doubt. But we'll check on what we've done with a hashtag team step check. 11,777. That was like just over 2,000 before I came to work though. So I mean, in that respect, it's been good. I've managed to get some decent steps out in the short time I've managed to be able to do it in. But today's step targets were just a step too far, which doesn't happen very often. Normally when I'm not hitting them, it's because I'm ill or something mad like that has happened. But to be fully able to do it, there isn't many times this year that's happened. So we'll have a quick check of the work week hustles and the weekend warrior results and whatnot that have happened over today, and we'll recap all that in the highlight reel. Super busy today. Just had loads of stuff on, loads of stuff that needed my attention, and unfortunately the steps took a hit. But I suppose I've got to go to work now. What time is it? Oh, no, that's the time, isn't it? I thought for a second I was like, I'm about 40 minutes late off me break. Absolute madness. I'm going to have to stay in here for another couple of minutes and see if this rain dies off before I go back in. But that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I've been Aaron from the highlight reel. Don't forget to stay safe and stay active, and above all else, keep it real. Not long left to go now. Not long left to go.
Ho ho ho, au contraire, mon frère.
So we just thought we'd share with you, there's the old bait bag. A little bit of last minute heroics to try and get this step target over the line. Let's have a little look, see if we're close. Like 8 minutes to midnight. Oh, here we go, look. Here we go, look. There you go, look. Here we go. Oh, you little Bobby Dazzler. So that's step target smashed for today. You can see the date, it's still the 19th. Woo-hoo. Boom. Take that bad boy off the list. It's absolutely chucking it down. I can't believe we've managed to actually pull it off. I've just been literally walking up and down this little stretch of underpass because it's out of the rain. Had to take an earlier lunch. I normally take my lunch at midnight, but we got it done. Step target owned. It was never in doubt, right? Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. I suppose I best go and get wet again, eh?
The 19th of November 2018, day 323 of the 365 project. It is Monday, the start of a new work week and a new work week hustle, and is quite possibly being one of the most challenging days of the project to date. In order to get the steps in, we have our daily step targets that we try and beat, and well, as you saw there by the clip, we managed to do it just by the skin of our teeth today. The highlight reel capturing the images of the journey out today, which started early, and as we've kind of covered, was super busy, had prior commitments galore, and a lot of downtime, either driving or basically sat doing nothing. Watching the Survivor Series wrestling pay-per-view, which was around 4 hours of my time, which I don't regret, but as you saw, it definitely made getting in the steps today super hard. These things do come around every couple of months, though, every so often, and along with other commitments, just time was a super rare commodity. The effective time management gimmick, which I've been preaching throughout the 365 project, has definitely came into its own today. Effective time management has actually won the day. It has done the job. We've managed to beat step target, and I think we were just under 4 liters on the water target as well. So we've done it, and I'm not going to lie, it's an immensely satisfying feeling because all throughout the day I was just like, I'm not going to get this done. I'm not going to do it. I haven't got enough time. I can't get it done. And the willingness was there, just the time wasn't. We managed to shuffle a few things about towards the end of the day, and in the end, we got the job done. So massive pat on the back to me. There's some motivation for you if you ever looking for something, you know what I mean? If things seem difficult or hard to do, if you can find a way, you can get it done. What an incredible day today's been.